Didn't mean to scare you with that, but if you're like me, most of you have recently gotten your notice of value for your house or your other real estate that you own in the mail. And every time this happens, my office gets a lot of calls from constituents asking what can be done about property taxes and how high they are. In fact, I'm still waiting for my first constituent to say, hey, the property taxes are too low. But many people think they're too high. And so I want to talk to you today about property taxes, how they're calculated, and what you might be able to do about it. So really, if we do Property Tax 101, most of y'all probably already know this, but it really is comprised of two different things. It's the appraised value, which you just got in the mail. And that's something everybody focuses on, and you feel like you can do something. And there is a procedure that you can go through if you want to protest. It comes in that packet. But keep in mind what the appraisers are supposed to be doing. They're supposed to come up with the property values on January 1st. And the most important thing, honestly, in that appraisal is that it is fair. Is that you are paying, or that your property is valued at fair market value as of January 1. I know that's kind of frustrating in years like today where you feel like maybe your property value has gone down because of COVID, but really the important thing is that you are measured fairly with everyone else in the city. In fact, I had a person that works for me in my business come and talk about how their property value had gone up 15%. And then in talking to her, what she realized and what I realized is for a long time, their property has been undervalued. They actually live in a slightly nicer house, in a slightly bigger house than the other people around them, and their property value is just getting up to where it should be. And the reality is that's fair. You're welcome to still protest, but really, in that particular case, the appraiser has done their job very well. That's what they're supposed to do, is fairly value. But that doesn't mean that that is what you're going to pay, because again, that's only one of the two parts of the equation. The second part, and it's just as important, and it's something you can have influence on, is the tax rate. And that is what you're actually being charged, because your tax bill, which is what you're concerned about, is your appraised value times the tax rate, and that ends up being the money of what you actually pay. Now, what can I do, and who is responsible for the tax rate? Well, the tax rate is responsible for the various local entities that are taxing. So if you're in Wichita Falls, there's 3 taxing entities that are responsible for your rate. That is the school district, and the school district right now is at 1.15, and that's $1.15 for every $100 of property value. The city is at 0.76, and then the county is at 0.67. So that's $2.58 for every $100. So what should you do if you have questions about your tax rates or you want to influence your tax rates? Well, you reach out to your elected officials. You know, if it's the school district, you've got school board members that you can reach out to talk about these things. If it's the city, you've got the mayor and you've got the city councilors that represent you, both the at-large and the specific councilors. And then in the county, you've got county commissioners or the county judge that you can express your opinions to. You're also, the state has done some things that we'll talk about maybe in another video to try to give you the information that you need, and also to limit the ability of the different entities to raise the taxes without your vote. But we'll talk about those in another video. So feel free to shoot me comments or questions. Thanks.